This is Robert Mendez at NetHawk.tv. I'm here this afternoon. This is Tuesday afternoon, the second day of the show. I'm here with Isabelle Guis, the Vice President of Marketing for Big Switch Networks. Welcome to the show, Isabelle.
Thank you, Robert, for having me here.
All right. So my understanding is that Big Switch Networks is about 18 months old, and maybe you could give us a little bit of an introduction of what your specialty is.
Sure. So we're actually right at the convergence of cloud computing and cloud networking. And we pretty much are developing solution around software-defined networking based on the OpenFlow standard. So just like the compute space has been through the virtualization stage, we are virtualizing the network.
And I guess, where do you see, who is your customer? Tell us, is it a particular niche in the space? Do you have a sweet spot that you think that your products are going to fit? Or maybe you could give us some idea of any particular applications that you see for your networks.
Sure. So, well, pretty much, everyone is interested in this because the network has been so static compared to the compute and storage space, which has been a lot more dynamic because it was software-based and virtualized, that demands is across the board. I would say, though, that with the increase of private cloud, public cloud, and enterprise data center, there are a lot more demand in this space because for them it's a competitive advantage to be able to deploy services in the cloud very fast and have differentiation compared to other vendors in terms of adding software and network services capabilities.
Okay. Infrastructure-wise, is there anything that maybe what are the biggest challenges that you see, or what is the level or the layer that you see the biggest challenge or the biggest opportunities?
So pretty much what's happening is you've got two types of networking infrastructure right now. You've got the hardware one with the physical switches, but you also have the virtual switches on servers. And the challenges are to make those policies across those two types of network consistent, as well as the dynamics that you have in the compute space, where virtual machines are moving around, where you want to optimize your data centers, sometimes cannot be as dynamic on the networking side because it's static. And so the opportunity for us is to decouple the data plane and the control plane of those infrastructure, and then make the control plane available to a higher level application, a software one, where you can actually better manage this, automate it, and kind of bring the networking speed at the same level as the compute speed.
As far as standards or any sort of international standards or anything that might represent an obstacle, do you see the cloud as clearing the path for that? Is the pathway to portability for you guys better with what's happening with the cloud nowadays?
Oh, absolutely. We are a big supporter actually of openness and open standards. So on both ways, we are contributing to the open source community. We just had a controller develop Floodlight based on the open source standard developed by the Open Networking Foundation being launched a month ago. And we also are members of the OpenStack community, which is also based on open source. So for us, open standard, openness, and open source is very important.
Now we're going to give you lots of room on this, lots of space on our page, but maybe you'd like to share your URL so folks can find you easily on the internet.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's very simple. The name of the company is Big Switch Networks, so the URL is obviously www.bigswitch.com.
Great. This is Robert Mendez, Cloud Connect 2012. Come by and see us at NetHawk.tv.